What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA just confirmed that we're going to be getting Most Feared this coming weekend, and I'm scared, but for the wrong reasons. Alright, this game has become a nightmare, no Freddy Krueger. Put it like this, if Freddy Krueger played Madden 21, he would be scared and frightened and not want to go to bed. That's just my assumption based on the things that I've been seeing. So yes, we're going to be getting Most Feared. A lot of you guys are excited about it. You want to hear what I have to say about it. Should you start raid selling people? What is the dealio? What should you be doing? So look, we're going to talk about all those things and try to understand more or less where we're going to be going with it, all right? So look, pretty much what's going to be happening is you're going to get some cards that are going to be super fast, super strong. You're going to have, different variations of the players. Obviously, you're going to be looking for speed. I want to break down a few things though, because many of you guys are trying to figure out what's going on with some of the players that I've been using. Now, I did get Taylor Mays back, right? And I got Taylor Mays back because I was experimenting with a new defensive strategy. That defensive strategy just doesn't work because real basic principles don't work in this game. So Taylor Mays more than likely is going to get raid sold, and it's not because he's trash. I don't want you guys to think that. I don't know right now what I'm going to do with him, but I have to figure out how it's going to work because I'm pretty much in the same boat that I was in before. When people come out in certain offensive sets, I can't play him at corner. I showed you guys over at GmiasWorld Gaming. You guys see the live gameplays. I got blown out by like 50. I was labbing, obviously, doing whatever I want because it's not Weekend League. Weekend League, I don't want to lose, so I'm going to run the ball and do whatever. But I was just trying to show you guys the differences between the way these players play. So we may get something that's worth more for Most Feared, and it could possibly be a 49er. So we're going to go over some of the players that we could possibly get and how you can upgrade your team to make your team better, right? So look, this is the bottom line. I think I got rid of Tart before when I got Taylor Mays back. Did I get rid of him? I think I probably raid sold him, right? Yeah, because he was like one of the newer players that was out. That was a 49er, and I have to get him back because I'm going to probably, like I said, get rid of Taylor Mays again to keep what I was doing before under wraps, because it looks like what you're going to have to do in order to stop anybody in this game, pretty much what's going on right now, there's a lot of crosses, right? You get an idiot that comes out and trips tight end, he's motioning the guy around, he hasn't taken a shower in 15 weeks, and he's just making your life a living hell. The only way you're going to stop that, right, is to have decent man corners, and you're going to have to shade them based on the way that they're going, outside, inside, stuff like that. But they're going to need the right man coverage. I've been deciphering things and trying to figure out exactly what's been going on, and this is where I'm at with it, right? We have to be able to generate a way that we can stop whatever the meta is. So the meta is, if you're going to run the ball, an idiot is going to come out in nickel 3-3-5 wide and run commit you, or have spies that shoot the gap and stuff like that. A lot of you guys don't realize though, many of these players, they've mastered the way to run commit and keep the man coverage where it is. It's not just the spies, because when you send the spy, you can tell. Most Madden players can, some Madden players can't. But I've been getting a lot of questions about, how do I counter this? How do I counter that? Well, pretty much what happens is I have to look and see what everybody is doing. And right now, it's either big nickel or, big nickel cover 6, or it's the nickel 3-3-5 wide. So we have to now adjust, right? So with Most Feared, whatever player they put out, more than likely EA has to pay their bills. So they're going to give us something that we want, right? Maybe they'll give us Calvin. They're going to do something weird. I don't know how weird it's going to be, though. And it doesn't really matter. I'm just scared because the players are going to morph into 9-foot players, and they still won't be able to catch the ball on a 2-foot squirrel. Okay, so you guys got to understand. Listen, with the way that the dimensions are and how they've developed this game, it's a really, really wild situation. So Taylor Mays is going for 385 right now. Because I know I'm not going to use him as much, and like I said, I love him being a user, it just doesn't work for my defense. And I tried it out again for you guys. Yo, G-Bia, yo, Taylor Mays. You guys are right. Theoretically, he's a really, really good card. But he, right now, because last year you could play zone, send 7, he was ideal. Because he could play the zone, you could user him, and the way the safeties plays it was different. Now, you can't really do that, and everybody is a flat master, right? So they come out, they don't care about anything, and they throw into the flat. Even if you have it double teamed, and you have a barricade, and water barrels and everything, they still throw to the flat, and they still catch it through your body. So with those things being active, we, again, like I said, we're not going to give up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you guys come here. We're not giving up. We're going to keep fighting and trying to figure out, what are these guys doing, dude? Are they seriously going into the office and making this happen? The answer to that question is yes, they are. So yeah, pretty much we have to continue to fight and do what we need to do. Why the team standouts? Those are the 89 overall. So what we're looking for team builders, series 2, right? I believe that he's a theme builder series 2. Tart, the guy that we're going to be replacing Taylor Mays with, because we're not going to utilize him anyway, and we just need the chem. And then when Most Feared comes out, we're going to figure out what we're going to do after that. The reason that I'm giving you guys this example is you have to start to understand it's not all about, oh, the name, yo, Taylor Mays. No, it's not about that anymore. It's about how do they play based on your system. You see like how I didn't go after John Madden coach this year? And a lot of you guys are like, yo, Gmi, what's up with John Madden? He doesn't give everybody +1 speed. So he's useless to us. You see what I'm saying? So this is the guy I was talking about. We're going to put him back for the 49er chem, and then we're going to have to raid sell Taylor Mays. So let me continue what I was saying, right? So pretty much when we started this year off and everybody's like, yo, what are you doing? You're not doing this, you're not doing that. I have to change up. I have to adjust. I can't just keep, doing the same exact thing when I know what EA is doing. EA is making this game impossible to enjoy. Pretty much what's happening right now, most of the things that you guys believe works, it absolutely does not. But in our minds, we make it that way because we can't seem senile to the people that are around us, right? So we're like, yeah, it works. We know for certain that it does not, though. That's the key that I want you guys to understand. And also, I'm not going to do that set that I just showed you guys with the Team Builder Series 2 because he's so cheap. So to put all those elites in there, I can make more money selling the elites individually. So we'll just go over here and we're going to do this. And yeah, we'll get him for 38K. And then we're going to make we're going to just sell Taylor Mays back because we can't do anything with him. Based on the defense I'm going to be running, he's useless to me. So I can't do anything with him. So we just have to get rid of him. Again, not because he's a bad card. He just doesn't, he doesn't fit my scheme. And what happens is, if I have him in man coverage, I know I have to go over there and help. As opposed to having like Rod Woodson or somebody that meets the threshold, I don't need to pay attention to that side. I can, float to the other side and figure out what's going on someplace else. So just to give you guys an example, if you have a player now that you feel doesn't work well within your system, you need to change. Because like for the first couple of weeks, I was running 335 normal. For those of you guys that watch my channel and watch me on stream, you guys saw me. I was running, 335 normal, right? And it was working. We were getting sheds. It was edge threat, stuff like that. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, EA said, you know what? You guys are done. I don't know what happened. Nobody does. But EA Sports is the only people, they're the only ones that matter. Everything else don't matter. They knew what they were doing, and then they said, look, we're going to show these guys. Because they think that stuff is working, we're gonna take care of it real quick. And that's what they did. So now we have to adjust to what we know is going to work. So Tart is not going to actually play. I've already made that very clear to you guys. But what he's going to do is give us 49er chem. Now, if they give us a player that we want as a 49er, or even if it's not a 49er, even if it happens to be Calvin Johnson, some of you guys are assuming that Megatron is back. I would love to see Megatron. Even when I'm about to say Megatron, but Megatron, even when he turns 9 foot tall and he's enraged, he still won't be able to out jump a dead cricket. So look, I have to accept that. And I'm not going to accept that by myself. You guys are going to share the pain with me and know that when you throw the ball up to a guy that's 6'7" and Jimmy Graham, he's not going to jump for the football. So there's a lot of decisions that we have to make. That's one that I'm making right now. So I'm showing you guys ahead of time. Look, we have to do this. This is necessary to be done. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't continue to think like, oh yeah, EA Sports is going to do that. No, they're not. EA Sports does not care about anybody's problems. They're going to put out some cards that are probably not going to be really, really good, but you're going to get a couple players that we can actually put into the team. So we have to act now, because remember, if they release a faster strong safety for whatever reason, right? People are going to go after it. Now, if that strong safety lacks man coverage, it won't work for us at all for our defense, because I run 6 cornerbacks. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, Richard Sherman is back. I hate Dre Bly. I might have to get rid of him, but I'm missing 1 AP. I got to give it to somebody. I might have to give it to Dre Bly, because hold up, is he rushing though? I don't know if I want him there. Maybe I could put Deion Sanders in his spot. I probably could, because wouldn't Deion Sanders probably going to screen? Nah, we'll leave Dre Bly there. We'll leave Dre Bly. I got to figure out what I'm doing. Or I could actually put Namdi there. To be honest, I could probably put Namdi, because Namdi is bigger and stronger. he might be able to get some work in. I'm gonna figure it out because I'm running a whole new defense, guys. It's wild and savage. It's gonna make you be like, yo, this guy's going crazy, which I am. But I'm preparing to make sure that I got my coin stacks right, because if for whatever reason Calvin does drop, let me just explain to you what's gonna happen. His price won't stay at whatever it's gonna be. Whoever the master is, their price won't stay where it's supposed to be because the game does not make sense. So what happens is people are gonna realize no matter how good the card is, he's gonna get dominated. And that's the beautiful thing about EA Sports. And for those of you guys that wonder, when I do it this way, when I do the refunds, am I losing anything? No, I'm not. They give you back everything as you go through. So you get half the training that you put into it, and then when I get down to the sprinter segment, I'm going to show you that they give you back well, you just saw it there. They just give me back 90% of whatever the 800 was, 720. They give you everything back, so you don't lose anything by doing it this way. Some of you guys were concerned about that, so I just wanted to point that out for some of my newer viewers. Yeah, when you downgrade it, they give you everything back, including the abilities that you currently have on the card, so don't worry about that too much. So right now, I think it's in our best interest to actually sell this guy, so we're gonna put him up for like $349. Remember, if he was really, really good like that, he would be more. And believe it or not, a lot of these cards are still worth a lot more. People understand that man coverage is king. So we get 347 right now. On the day of the most feared, once they start putting stuff out, they might drop a card that you actually want. And some of these cards are not helping you anyway. Like, you know, Taylor Mays can't play man coverage. I showed you in the video, if a dude is running it in and out, he runs all the way to the sideline out of bounds to go get a hot dog while the guy's going upfield. Now you'll see that my other corners, they have better man coverage, so they'll notice it and they'll stay with it. And that's a huge factor in determining how the players are going to react. So we have to get rid of them for now. So we're building, and I'm going to continue to share more things with you as we go along. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Most Feared is coming this weekend. Don't forget the 50. And we have Wildcard Wednesday. So a lot of things are happening. You know where to be to find out, you know, what's happening with Madden. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your night. One love, y'all.